Hey, what's up, J4T4 MFCOMMAND? Didn't really take much of a break from my previous video that this is a follow-up to, but continuing along the path of why I'm deciding not to seek treatment until otherwise. I went over constant worry and stress of being homeless again, the stress and weight of poverty itself. Since a young age, since being a toddler, I have constantly had feelings of wanting to die. So I want to get to one of the other final considerations, or I feel like there's something else to it. There could be another word other than considerations I can use. I'm going to move this out just a little bit more so I don't have to try to make sure my head's within the frame. Like over here, it's totally not in the frame. Yeah. Anyway, hope you're not too dizzy now. I'm actually kind of glad and surprised I haven't gotten bouts of dizziness, but I haven't been overexerting myself anyway. But then again, as far as all the exacerbated symptoms of the brain tumor and seizures and all that, compared to not working, when I was working 10 hours a day, sometimes 50 hours a week, and sometimes, nonstop on my feet all day. Some days not throwing boxes that not one box weighs less than 50 pounds. Like, that shit is exhausting. So all that definitely makes it more likely to experience the range of symptoms and complications like dizziness. I'd go through quite lengthy spells of dizziness, lightheadedness, weakness, where I could literally, I'm trying to see something that weighs nothing out here. I want to pick up real quick as an example. Okay, I don't want to wander too far because now I'm just going to sit here and talk shit as a filler. What is lightweight? Okay, here we go. I don't think this weighs too much, I hope. Actually, this that'd be a pain in the ass to untangle. Anyway, this weighs way more than I was expecting. So anyway, let's pretend this is 1 pound, 2 pounds at most. It feels more than that. But anyway, I'd be picking up shit, 1, 2 pounds, and because I'd feel so weak, and it'd be like onset. It'd be like all of a sudden out of nowhere. I'd be needing both hands to pick up a small item that's 1, 2, 3 pounds, bracing myself, against the pallet or against a wall or a beam or something, to brace myself and maintain my balance, just to throw this 1, 2, 3 pound box and and slow down a little bit, not get ahead of myself because I don't want to fall either, right? And working in a very exhausting job like that is going to exacerbate those range of issues. And I briefly kind of mentioned it, I think, but I'll have these moments, like literally this is all it is, a moment. Vertigo is usually the most obvious one. I'll get hit with vertigo or like a flash of deja vu. Usually vertigo is the most common, but sometimes it is also accompanied by that flash of deja vu or flash of like an image or a scene. Like I'll see a fucking street sign and I can't read the street sign, but it's like that shit looks so fucking familiar, but I can't even identify it. But then I'll have like a lingering disorientation for a time after, a confusion, and you might not even know, but then I might be trying to talk to you, but like, dude, what the fuck you talking about? I know what I'm trying to tell you, but you do not know what the fuck I'm talking about, right? So I got way off track what I was talking about, but anyway, I was talking about considerations of why I'm not seeking treatment. Got totally off track talking about my symptoms, but that happened quite often in the workplace. And while I have this thing on, it's supposed to monitor for seizures and abnormal brain activity and even those episodes where they haven't confirmed or denied whether those are seizures or what the fuck they are, and I'm sure that's kind of what we're watching for. Of course, during 3 days of wearing this, I have not had that happen once. So I'm kind of trying to figure out a way I can trigger it, but I don't really have any consistent triggers, because I've had triggers like that, or even full-out seizures reading a damn book. Just literally like this distance right here where I'm stopping. I'm going to start walking and stop here. And from there, I'll have like one of those flashes. And yeah, I'm just going to pace around, because I tend to pace while I talk, or while I'm trying to think. But I have those happen quite often, and from my understanding is, all the range of different things, working in an exhausting, tiresome, physically draining, whatever, exertion, whatever, workplace is going to make it more likely to have seizures or the other host of symptoms. But the whole time wearing this, I've not exhibited any of those symptoms from what I've been able to observe and identify immediately, unless they might. But then there's also the possibility that they might even identify something else that I don't even haven't actively observed, right? I got carried away talking about stuff when I was trying to talk about considerations of wanting my decision to die unless otherwise. But obviously that has not been happening a whole lot since being out of work, but it still does vary. And I've also been making sure to take my medication. I think I did lapse the other night, because I'm supposed to take my anti-seizure medication at night and in the morning. I think I did lapse the other night. Anyway, I think I had like 1 or 2 or 3 seizures the day before they hooked us all up on Monday, on Saturday and Sunday. I had like 2 seizures an hour apart, or 2 hours apart. The other time I had a seizure while I'm just like literally laying in bed daydreaming, that I could identify as a seizure, because I had the taste, smell, additional salivation. I'll be salivating more, sweating. I'll feel like my temperature has risen. Sometimes feeling just feeling shitty. Like kind of sort of like a muscle soreness, but not so much a muscle soreness. Like just my body feels shitty. But when I was at work, I'd be feeling this all the time. But what the fuck? I'm supposed to keep working, and the best I can do is communicate, hey, I'm having a day or something. And the only thing that makes a difference, if you got a cool ass manager, just like, cool, I fucking got you. But they kept chasing out all the cool ass managers. Even like one of the last cool managers I was cool with before they left and I got fired. I said something, wow, you're one of my favorite managers. You're among the last that have been still around. They're like, yeah, they're chasing away all the cool managers. Anyway, now I already kind of sort of lost track. Forgot what I wanted to add to the symptoms that I've been talking about, along with the memory that I got carried away talking about earlier, I think. But as video games go, I have noticed that I do feel more tired or fatigued or drained from playing video games than I used to. Like, especially if I could play video games all day, like, now I can sometimes barely stand getting through 15, 20, 30 minutes, an hour, whatever. But that's also, like I said, why I do commentary. If I'm doing commentary, and I've had those moments, and especially playing Forza Horizon 4, I've had quite a few moments where I'm driving. I know I kind of understand the physics, obviously going to take a turn, whatever. But I'm like, I understand what I'm trying to do, but obviously the inputs, and it's not the controller game's fault exactly. I'm just, under that moment of confusion, I'm not exactly performing as well. But it's also like kind of weird because it's like a hyper awareness where I totally fucking understand that shit, and how to hit that corner while maintaining speed or keeping my speed up without losing too much speed, or where I can just let off the gas, not hit the brake, and coast right through the corner with decent precision, and with the getting off track, make a mistake, whatever. Anyway, and those have been probably quite noticeable, especially in all the rewinds that I've left in, if those have been observed. So, I was going to talk about the host of range of issues, considerations of why I wanted that, and I got totally off track talking about the symptoms. I apologize, but hey, that's what happens with ADHD and brain tumor things anyway. That's somewhere within the range of those symptoms and difficulties anyway. So I do apologize, but I hope you do understand that enough. You know what, since I did get carried away talking about mostly symptoms. Symptoms. So I had to mow the grass the other day. I haven't really shown the grass that much. But I did mow the grass the other day I did mention I did mow the grass. So it's mostly been chilly. It's even chilly today. I should have worn a hoodie, but whatever. I hope so wasn't rainy. Just had to throw some pants on and a hoodie. I managed to get through. And I think almost every other time last summer 2019, when I mowed the lawn, I think almost every other time I had a seizure, and I had to sit down, wait out the seizure, maybe take a 15, 20, 30 minute break or whatever, grab something to eat, snack real quick, drink something, kind of help my body heat, bring it back down or whatever, or sweaty, whatever, something like that. So it's almost like, hey, you know what? Maybe if we don't observe any symptoms here, and I wouldn't be surprised if I have to do this again, especially if if there's not any observable symptoms this time around. And then it'd be like, let's set it up when I do have to mow the lawn. And I'm actually kind of surprised the time I've been out here recording this. I'm surprised they haven't called me like, why aren't you in by the computer? And it'd be about a computer. I can't see it. I can't read it. You know what, actually, as I'm pacing here, I'm going to go ahead and wander over just outside the wall where my computer is, where this computer is. I've been calling, suggesting feedback. Y'all need to get a phone or a tablet, hook this damn thing up too, so I don't have to sit around the tablet all day, or the laptop all day anyway, which I haven't been doing very well. I haven't been sticking to it. Like I said, some days I can't really sit still for periods of time. So I lost track of what I was talking about. I'm going to come back next video and go ahead and... So here we go. Range of symptoms I want to discuss. And then when I come back, I am going to go ahead and mention the other consideration and not wanting to be live. So anyway, thanks for joining me. Thanks for watching. Keep me company, spending time with me, checking out my crappy shit. Hope to see you all around again. Thank you, my favorite viewers, subscribers, best friends, cuddle buddies, and butt buddies. Look forward to seeing y'all join me soon. So, see ya.